as y'all have been in the middle of this battle over the summer, assessing your assets and trying to figure out what best practices, what are some of the changes you've made to the space as you're thinking about getting it back and getting the teams back?
So that's a great question. And I don't know how recent it's been since you've been into an elementary classroom, for example, but there are a lot of manipulatives. There are a lot of spaces for kids to go and do certain things. And there's reading nooks and crannies, and there's technology, and there's listening centers, and there's language centers. So the first thing we had to do was go in and do an inventory of the essentials in our classroom so that we could look at an 850 square foot space and determine how many students can you actually get into an 850 square foot space safely while social distancing, and what manipulatives and what physical things are in this space that need to be moved, removed, or reconsidered. And I think that is the most difficult part, right? Because our teachers learn how to create learning environments where kids flourish. The ability to create a reading center where kids go and read a book, or they go and work together or collaborate in a Lego center for our STEAM projects, right? And so you have to go back and rethink all the things that we know about teamwork, which our businesses and our future industry need from our students, their ability to do things in isolation and work and read books, and how do we continue to do that, and how do we do that in a safe manner? And if you're not careful, you will just be paralyzed by analyzing all of it. So you can't let perfect get in the way of progress, and you just have to move, and you have to begin taking some steps. Our teachers will come back into their classrooms primarily next week, the week of the 4th of August. We're giving them 16 days before school starts to work in their spaces and figure out exactly how that's going to help to make them the most effective, with some recommendations and things that we have in place to assist them with that, but continuing to allow for some of that autonomy for the learning process and those things to take place in our classrooms.